welcome back to Oak Valley, Maine, where you're going to listen to a messed up podcast about a messed up comic book, and we call ourselves Podsquisite Corpsecast because, of course, we're talking about Exquisite Corpses, issue number 6, babe.
I'm just not feeling it anymore, guys. I think I'm gonna dip, and it's not even that good of a book, and really, we shouldn't even update anybody's brackets.
That was Andy.
That was Andy, who's a sore damn loser because his bracket got busted today. There's no way they're gonna ever kill this.
They wouldn't kill the kid.
Yep, that's what you said. You sounded just like that too.
No, my hubris was my downfall. I was riding the high of getting
I love that Thrice song.
my kill.
My hubris is my downfall.
My hubris is my downfall. This is Greaser Greg here. That's my psycho killer name if I'm ever in the games.
I'm Malicious Mike.
And I can't be Vicious Vargas. That's too close to Malicious Mike.
Agonizing Andy.
There.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Agnostic Andy.
Hey guys.
I don't know.
Hey guys. Maybe? I'm just hedging my bets.
All right, we're on issue 6. This is the point in which Vargas and I especially have been collecting the cards.
I have them all.
I think, Greg, you have a handful of them.
I have them all.
You have them all. Okay, wow. How about you?
I just don't have any of the event cards.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
But they're on their way,
Oh,
allegedly.
How about it?
From
But
the second prince.
we're at a point wherein we should be able to play the game soon. So we're expecting rules to come out at some point in the next month. So we'll probably do a bonus episode of our bonus show.
Gots to.
wherein,
bonus of a bonus?
wherein we play the card game. So we're excited for that.
We gotta figure out a different camera setup if we play the game.
We will. We'll figure it out.
Dude, I feel like the cameras need to be pointed down
Mhm.
towards the table.
Sure.
So they can see how the cards.
How the cards fall.
Yeah.
Where the cards lie.
Yeah.
We'll be like that guy on the bike in Japan who's playing Pokemon Go,
On 80
like
phones.
50 different phones. Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
How about it, right? Love technology.
All these Charizards for me.
All it does is make our lives better, huh?
Yeah, a phone certainly isn't a flashlight you stare into and get bad news from.
Yeah. Or a tracker for the government.
That too.
Okay, this issue, we have guest creators on every episode of Exquisite Corpses, thus the name Exquisite Corpses. This issue, it's Tyler Boss,
Yeah.
who you might know from 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank.
Mhm.
What's the furthest place from here?
Yep.
We like our Tyler Boss comic books. And then Gavin Fullerton, I think, was the name of the artist. And he's worked on Time Before Time and Bog Bodies.
Bog Bodies was awesome.
Declan Shalvey collaborator.
Yeah.
I think he also did that Closet book with
Closet.
James
Tinian?
Tiny Onion, which I loved.
Yeah.
Great horror comics artist.
Yeah.
So excited to see what they done did in this comic book.
And boy, did they done did it.
And then they done did it for sure. We open this issue by taking stock of where everyone is from the control room, and we hear that there are 8 players left on the board. And I really appreciated this.
This was a nice touch.
Yeah, it was great because of this is something that I was like, maybe every issue should start like this, that I said before. But I did like having gone 6 issues now. It was not, and I think this will read especially nice in trade to leave it a mystery for a while. That way, it's more of a surprise when somebody pops out of nowhere. And but it was nice to say, okay, 6 issues in, let's take stock of exactly who's left and what we have on the table.
A classic storytelling device that many movies and TV shows do at the midway point. They remind you of where the key players are at, where the game is moving, and to kind of recalibrate you into all the craziness that has happened. It's very much of a palate cleanser of okay, get your bearings because we're going to go from here.
And it's just like what happens when you're at a restaurant and your server comes out and they say, you had the cheese curds for the appetizer and You're done with one of your sides, but you may not have finished your entree yet. But don't worry, dessert is on the way.
Can we bring out another menu for dessert?
Exactly right.
Did we save room for chocolate lava cake?
And that's what this issue poses.
It is filled with cheese curds.
Okay, great. We do know from this update that Lady Carolina is officially back on the board.
She is alive.
She killed 4 people in a bar and is drinking.
Just for a 7 and 7. She offed 4 people.
I loved that. I loved her sitting alone in a bar covered in blood, just being like, oh, I've had a day. Mixing herself a drink.
This issue really did establish that these people are fucking killing
they're
people.
monsters. Yeah.
They are murdering people left and right.
There are points of previous issues where it has a certain hokiness to it that a couple of, and maybe it's like the art style or the writing style of either of these creators that contributed, but it certainly struck me as like a little more ghastly this particular issue. And we'll probably get into why as we continue talking about it. New York Fox Mask Killer is whereas we see several people doing horrible things and being terrible, we see some of our more
altruistic?
I don't know if I'd even say altruistic, but some of our more like grounded,
less enthusiastic.
Yeah,
I think
killers.
Fox Max Killer, we can maybe agree, only entered this game for one reason. And it wasn't to kill other people.
Yep.
It was to make sure that Lady Carolina just had a very bad time during this game.
Yes, right. Otherwise seems kind of checked out. They said New York, who she represents, is disappointed that all these other killers are racking up kills, which count for points, even if it's not the other killers she's taking out.
Because there's a large side bet pool.
But Fox Mask Killer is just enjoying kids trick-or-treating, and we know that because she's a mom who misses her baby girl.
Yes.
Where's her baby girl? Dead or alive?
Unknown.
We don't know.
She is in the Rascal Randy suit.
And we're assuming that Lady Carolina has some business with Fox Mask Killer's daughter.
They have a history.
What else we got? Massachusetts. We have not seen our lone gunman since issue number 1 of Exquisite Corpses. And I think we got a panel of him in silhouette.
They basically were like, he isn't doing anything.
He's still here.
We actually... I disagree. Those 2 panels we saw him in, he was in very specific spots. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he was in a cemetery looking at one single grave both panels he was in. So I don't know if he's there for a particular reason, like he's visiting his dad's grave or like someone he knows. But he is in a cemetery for a particular reason, either paying respects before he just goes absolutely apeshit.
I thought maybe he was just... Well, he already had his cachet.
Yeah.
I guess, because he killed Leopold Strong in the first issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Is there a chance?
I missed that, Greg. Good eye.
Is there a chance?
Old laser eyes, gruesome Greg.
Lone Gunman has a relation to the EMT.
Whoa, do you think so?
Well...
EMT's long-lost father?
Could be.
Not father, because the father left. He was the police sheriff, wasn't he?
No,
that's
he was their uncle or something.
Yep.
Okay.
Wouldn't we know this ahead of time?
Well,
maybe some relation.
Because Lone Gunman was the only character we actually know backstory of from issue 1. Because that's how the series opened, was Massachusetts recruiting Lone Gunman. What?
Okay, Bill
Savage.
Bill Maher,
Savage.
settle down.
Now I know why they call you Atrocious Andy.
Massachusetts. Bert. Yeah, Bert. That's pretty good.
What? You guys know that I'm a staunch Republican.
Parking citation of all Sylvania.
Okay, Massachusetts is, however, heading towards town, finally.
Yes.
I think they all kind of are, isn't it? Because
well,
they're setting fires to
Yeah.
kind of herd them.
This happened at the end of issue 5 that the fire ring around the town is growing inward,
Mhm.
and we've got our kind of like
Much like Fortnite.
It is Fortnite.
are kind of just like vague troopers who are probably just like kill fodder later in the game, who are faceless soldiers who are moving the fire inward. So we'll see what happens, but they're forcing everybody towards the center point, and shit's supposed to get crazy.
Yes.
That's when we see a massive Halloween party at the pit.
The pit.
I liked this because it does feel very like small town. Of course, the clearing in the woods has a name like the pit. It just sounded so real to me.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna meet up at the pit tonight. And it's
When
just-
in reality, the pit is just where you make out with someone you don't want to really
yeah,
think you're ever going to make out
Yeah,
with.
there's a moldy couch and
Yeah.
yeah,
beer
And
bottles
great
everywhere.
outdoor.
A lot of
couch
UTIs
that-
are birthed
Uh-huh.
in the
several
pit.
several kittens have been conceived on this couch.
Conceived and birthed.
That's right. But along with everyone in town that's at the pit, we have Pretty Boy and Gas Station Mike making their way to this location.
Speaking of that particular scene, the sparks that were flying from Pretty Boy,
Yeah.
from our gas station attendant, made me a little flustered.
All right.
But then, very clearly, he set the stage for gas station attendant and everyone at large of just like, it takes little people like you to make the real stars shine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we know pretty blatant now that Pretty Boy does not give a fuck about gas station attendant man
Yeah.
or anyone in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's gonna start killing here pretty soon.
I know. He seemed like one of the more down to earth characters thus far, but you do get a glimpse that he's like a sociopath in that moment.
Yeah.
He gives him like a little kiss and is like, "You're insignificant."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you beautiful.
So at this party at the pit, Mike is trying to warn people about the fires and the task force and all this good stuff.
Yeah.
But he's conspiracy theory druggy gas station Mike. So everyone's like, "Fuck off, Mike."
Yeah. You
Which
always ruin the pit party.
I like that they set him up as kind of the town lunatic
Mm-hmm.
because it's like great happenstance for him to be the one who saw everything
Right.
and for people to brush him off.
Right.
So at this point, he and Pretty Boy kind of part ways. Pretty Boy's
Yes.
got what he has wanted, which was to hitch a ride
Safe passage too.
further into town among the kill count fiesta.
Well, I also got the vibe that
He's ready to go to fourth meal.
And we haven't seen him kill anybody aside from
Congregation.
the congregation.
and 2 women when he was first introduced.
Oh, really? I missed that.
Like when they're
Like the trailer
like
for him.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
issue number 1.
prior
Yeah.
to the
This
yeah.
is why we chose Pretty Boy.
I also got the vibe though that Pretty Boy like, and maybe
Pretty Boy like kissing.
No, I read it too into it, but it felt like he was like, oh, this guy's like really is a loser and didn't want to like be associated with him, and that's when he was like, fuck this, I'm out.
I think he always knew he was a loser. Like, but he was
maybe
he was just
yeah.
punching down at that point of just like, listen, I've used you as much as I can.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe that's why I didn't want to read it that way because it felt so cruel. Like,
Andy, I
just
think
kill him.
I fell into the same trap as you did.
Because I'm a
like,
nice boy.
and I attached feelings to all these killers,
Yeah.
thinking they could be redeemed.
Right.
I can fix them.
Mhm.
I can fix him, Greg.
But James Tinian and team is showing us throughout these issues that these are unsavable humans.
No. I can save James Tinian.
I would give it a shot.
I can save him.
I would give it a shot. Although I think, unfortunately, he is booed up.
Okay, so the remainder of our issue majorly follows Gamer Kid and Calvin with Craig and Jason.
Yes.
Jason is the son of the car
Yep.
lot employee
Yes.
who is now with our paramedic on their way to try to find her son.
That is correct.
Did everybody get that? Everybody follow that
Yeah.
line?
If it's been a minute and the names are eluding you, that's kind of the situation at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Craig is the boyfriend of Zavi,
Mm-hmm.
and Zavi is also looking for Craig, who he doesn't know is out trick-or-treating with a couple kids and a tag-along who is a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
So in this issue, we really get to see what an SOB gamer kid is. That is on like
just
full
a
display.
Tiny little runt.
Yeah. And we were saying at the beginning of this, and one of the reasons why Vargas picked Gamer Kid to go a long way is that killing a kid, even in a comic book, seems particularly gruesome.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd turn him into the biggest asshole in the
But-
world.
And I think that's how you have to do it. To
Yeah.
get readers on board is like you have to make him like such a piece of shit.
He's like Problem Child from the movie Problem Child.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dropping See You Next Tuesdays and
Yes. So his whole thing is he's got a little like phone with video game controllers attached to each side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he uses to pilot this little drone around
Mm-hmm.
that Craig and Jason aren't even privy to.
Right.
And so while they're around trick-or-treating, he's killing he's racking up a massive, massive kill count, just killing indiscriminately by shooting people
Mm-hmm.
from this drone.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Death from above.
yeah.
Do we want to talk about the stuff he says, or is that too uncouth
No.
for even
Uh,
our podcast?
He drops a hard R. He drops a big C.
Yeah.
Like,
He uses some manosphere language.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
perfect.
He's probably listening to Rogan in between Gillis.
Definitely listen to Tate,
Yeah.
the president, all of
Yeah.
our worst people.
Yeah. He probably never mind. Yeah, and it's just like it made him very susceptible to me thinking, you know what?
Yeah.
That kid should probably die.
As the guy who picked him for the bracket, I kept reading and I was like, oh, this is not going to
Yeah,
go well.
This guy's cooked.
Uh-huh. The one of the things with this relationship between these three characters is that Gamer Kid has established himself as somebody who cannot make friends. And
Yeah.
he did say, okay, these two people have asked me to join them. I've never really been wanted before.
Mhm.
And so he does kind of have a soft spot and is maybe even taking care to like spare these two to an extent.
Till the end.
To a point
Yeah.
wherein he gets scolded for having bad language around Jason and being told that like, hey, you're not going to tag along with us anymore if you keep this shit up. Like
Mhm.
this is not going to fly around me and it's not going to fly around this other kid.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take well to obviously like any kind of
Discipline.
discipline at all, right?
Yeah.
And that's when things go haywire.
Well, and Craig threatens to leave him alone. Specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a point of contention in one panel where he just says, "We'll leave you where we found you,"
Alone.
which was alone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what kind of broke the already.
Yeah.
I'm always alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets Jason to play a trick on Craig,
Mm-hmm.
and they run off together and hide in a maze.
Corn maze.
And the corn maze scene is bonkers.
Yeah.
He tricks Jason into piloting the
Drone.
himself.
Mm-hmm.
Jason thinks the drone is a video game,
Mm-hmm.
and Gamer Kid gets him to actually kill people.
Including.
Well,
Craig.
no, I think at that point, Gamer Kid had taken the control back because he wasn't something had happened because there was a scene where Gamer Kid and Jason were fighting over the control because Jason was getting distracted and wasn't piloting the thing right or shooting anyone.
Yeah.
I think he did end up shooting one person
Okay.
in the face.
It's unclear whether or not Craig is alive at the end of this.
Yeah.
He's got enough in him to destroy the drone. He takes out the drone,
Mm-hmm.
but it's clear he's got like 3 bullet holes in him. So he's
Yeah.
probably done for. But in comic books,
You never know.
you're not
Well-
dead until we confirm you're dead.
50 Cent took 7.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
And it was
Craig's no 50 Cent, though.
he's a full buck.
He could never make it in the club.
And it is funny because Craig, we're seen in this issue, is, I'm not going to say a goody two shoes, but he definitely says shoot instead of shit.
Well,
right?
He's watching us like when you're a kid.
Shoot. So, I mean, this guy is your North Star as far as, like, behavior and like how you want to behave in a society.
Yeah.
Craig is what you strive for.
Yep.
Case in point, he saves a kid from being shot by this drone by jumping in front of the bullets. Like, that's pretty heroic behavior. And so,
in fairness, he thought it was Craig, and it was not. Or he thought it was Jason, and it was not.
still, the fact that he did that,
Yeah, it's true.
it says a lot. There are a lot of people who know people that don't jump in front of bullets.
Craig's a good guy.
Hey,
I wouldn't let him watch my kid.
I would, because he jumps in front of bullets. And he doesn't cuss. Doesn't say cuss in front of my kid.
That's true.
All right, let's get to the climax of this particular issue. We've got, at this point, Jason realizes what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin, or Gamer Kid, is pissed because Calvin, his drone, has been destroyed, and he blames Jason for this.
Yeah.
For not giving up the controls on time or whatever the situation was.
Yeah.
So he takes out a little switchblade and is going to cut up Jason manual style.
Yeah.
Manual style.
Old fashioned.
At which point we have our lovable mascot trouncing out of the woods with a great neck snap or strangle.
Strangle and drowning.
Strangle and drowning, that's right. They were in a little pond outside the corn maze. And so he drowns and strangles Gamer Kid and walks back into the woods and gives Jason a little pat on the head.
And then walks away.
And then just walks into the woods. Yep.
So very odd behavior from already odd individuals.
Yep.
Well, a guy who is a serial killer wearing a giant mascot
yeah.
costume is not going to be the most with it guy.
And I loved going back to the control room and everybody in there being like, Rascal Randy for the win, baby!
Yeah,
like,
that was sick.
Them all just talking about it like it's a basketball game and
Yeah.
someone just shot a 3-pointer was like, it shows how horrific they are, but it's also a fun dynamic within the comic book.
And then within that scene, the ringleader at home base alludes to he's going to turn up the energy within the room that where all these rich people are at, much like that is out into the field where they're doing all the killing.
We don't know exactly what that means, but
And we
Cocaine.
don't.
Right?
Huh?
Cocaine? he's bringing out the blow?
Cocaine has always been the fuel of my murderous rampages, so I can only imagine some kind of upper is going to be introduced.
Sure, I love it. Okay, our loose ends and where everybody's standing.
Mm-hmm.
The dead are still and have added Leopold Strong, The Congregation, Nurse Pete, Slater, and Gamer Kid.
Boo.
Our non-player deaths are Bruce, EMT Ian, and maybe Craig. Are we confident in saying Craig is among the dead?
Craig's gone.
You think Craig's gone for good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Craig question mark.
Okay, you're saying Craig.
Craig-
I'm gonna leave him as a question mark in our notes.
Craig and Zavi get a moment, and then he'll probably die.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. In the game, we've got Lone Gunman, Lady Carolina, Layla Blaze still, Pretty Boy, Rascal Randy, Fox Mask Killer, and the Recluse. So a lot more killers than I expected by issue 6.
Yeah.
And confirmed, Layla Blaze and Pretty Boy are at the pit.
Has Layla Blaze for sure made it to the pit? I don't.
She's with the band.
She's
with the band,
that
right?
goes to the pit.
They're headed
to the pit. I think they had arrived.
Oh, okay.
Because they showed the van.
Oh, they did.
In,
Okay.
In the
okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of our hanging threads from last time. Layla, we know, has several explosives on hand with her still.
Yeah.
So shit's about to go down at the pit.
Yeah.
That van is
as
now
it always does when
now
you're in the pit.
That cat couch, better be ready for kissing.
So we've got Audrey and Laura who are still looking for Audrey's son, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows if they'll find him now.
Audrey confesses that she is not sad that her boss is dead.
That's right. We know she's got no remorse for her car dealer boss. Zavi out looking for Craig.
Not in this issue at all.
Zavi's not in this issue. We see
someone that looks like Zavi.
Well, and we see that Craig's phone, like, not getting
signal.
messages. Yeah.
There's 4 messages on there. One is from Audrey.
Yes.
That says, "Where are you?"
Yeah.
Because Audrey's his mom, right?
Audrey is Jason's mom.
Jason's mom. Yeah.
And then I was trying to read the other ones because, like, why would you? In comic books, that's always a thing for me of just like, why include that?
Yeah.
Why make me be able to read some of it, but not all of it?
Sure.
These are all context clues that are all very important.
Sure. Because Craig is actually Rascal Randy.
Impossible, I think.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Unless Craig has a twin.
Our only other things we've already mentioned, the lone gunman appears to finally be heading inward into the action, and the fire circle is pushing citizens inward. So that's where we stand heading into issue 7.
Yeah.
I still think there's something up with the custodian.
Okay, the game master, groundskeeper.
The groundskeeper guy. Something is off about this gentleman.
Yeah.
He's Rascal. Someone's Rascal Randy.
I think he has an axe to grind because
he wants to fuck over the group.
To me, how I'm reading him, it feels like he thinks he can run the game better than it's being ran.
Okay.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, he, I guess, is maybe looking for a way to take out the host to become the new leader of this.
He's proud of the game. He like lives for the glory of the game.
To him, it's like a calling.
Yeah,
it's a vocation.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's an interesting. What would you call that?
Twist.
They
call it an M. Night
motivation
Shyamalan.
for this character.
Oh, motivation. Yeah.
That he's got a bigger part
plan
to play. This is another thing where, like, if they do this regularly, if this becomes an ongoing series, and like next year we have Exquisite Corpses Volume 2, does it make sense for there to be a big twist in this one that throws the game off, or do things kind of go as planned as they always do, and it's well organized and everybody dies except for one person, and that new person becomes like the secret leader of the Illuminati? Like, I could see it going both ways. I could see this particular arc having a surprise or something goes wrong, or I could see it being like the surprise is actually that it went off without a hitch, and like, and at the end of these things, all the characters you fall in love with over the course of however many issues ultimately die, and that's what makes the comic so interesting. Like, we'd love to see Lone Gunman and Fox Mass Killer at least make it out of this based on what we know about them as characters, but
I from a storytelling standpoint, you would think that the first arc would follow the setup. You can't have a twist if you don't know what's being twisted.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so the first thing is whatever, but the characters that are going to continue over are going to be the people in the boardroom, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're going to have a twist, it'll be in that.
Yeah.
As opposed to like on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe in a later thing you have whatever. You have the groundskeeper throw a coup or whatever. But you have to like, you got to deliver the first thing first. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Protocol. I think we just have to look to White Lotus as a guide of how these interconnected stories can interweave yet feel independent from one another.
Well, we've also learned from the NBA today that the status quo is rigged.
Dude.
So, I mean,
What?
people fucking with it could be a normal thing.
Gambling and betting.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To FBI arrested, to very high profile people.
Rich
And
keep getting richer.
I always heard Chauncey Billups is a total piece of shit. So
Both a name like that.
I'm not sad about that. I know Chauncey Billups sounds like such a uppity.
I'm Chauncey Billups.
uppity
I heard
Englishman.
LeBron James had a cold today.
He
Bet against the Lakers.
A guy named Chauncey is a guy who, when he gets arrested, says, "Unhand me."
Yeah. A succulent Chinese dinner.
Oh, man.
What are the charges?
Democracy.
What's the name of the guy who played Blade?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. Do you remember the 30 Rock thing?
Wesley.
Where you figure out the guy that Liz is dating
Yeah,
is
his
named
name
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes,
Snipes.
but he's this like little, like,
British guy.
yeah, squirrely British guy. And he's like, if you put him next to me and asked which one of these blokes is named Wesley Snipes, you'd pick me 100 times out of 100.
She goes,
Okay. That's Podsquisite Corpsecast. We'll see you next time for issue 7 of Exquisite Corpses, and we'll be back at Oak Valley, Maine.